Yes, it's visible.
Okay, thanks. Yeah. So yesterday we discussed about uh, oh, SAP landscape, the different types of you know master data. Different types of data. So today we will discuss about
Activate.
oh yeah
S4.
we have this activate methodology to discuss. Then we will go and see the the transactions in SAP. Okay, just on a high level. So, so here in ECC, we called SAP methodology, right? So in S4 HANA, we call this as activate methodology. Okay, activate. Okay, so here we have 6 phases. Okay,
Okay.
discover, prepare, explore, realize, deploy, and run. So, okay, it is if it is an ASAP methodology or an activate methodology. So our goal is to, if it is an implementation project, our goal is to understand the business, give the system to the business so that they will work or they can work without any issues. Okay,
Correct. Hmm.
right. So even in this method, the phases, the naming convention or methodology is different, but you need to understand the business well. So if you these are just for interview purpose. Some people will ask what is SAP methodology, what is
Yeah, some will activate one.
methodology. So you need to know what is that. Even sometimes they'll, if you say okay, SAP have 5 phases, activate have 6 phases. So um, if you
Yeah,
just,
yeah. So,
they will not ask in detail like okay, what you'll do in project preparation, what you'll do in BPP, right? What you'll do, what is, explain what is discover phase, what you do in discover, what you prepare. Okay, so they'll not ask many questions.
actually, in interviews, they just ask what is that methodology, and it's up to us how we answer it.
Right,
And
right,
depending on that, it would the next question will follow. So
right,
that's what I have experienced.
right. So if you just confidently say okay,
Now,
we have followed the SAP methodology which have 5 phases.
5 phases.
That's it. So if they ask okay, what is discover, so uh, so here in the project preparation we are just defining the timelines, and what are the milestones we have. So we will be defining that. Even in the discover, we will set the goals. Okay,
Hmm.
so you can just work on this. You can prepare, just write, take notes, okay, every day what we are discussing. When I say and it's an important interview question. See, we have many topics. So
Correct.
there is no pattern like okay, you will get only these 60 questions or 100 questions. So
Hmm.
let's say I'm working on a project, okay, and I
Correct.
faced some issue yesterday. So today
Hmm.
I'm going to take an interview. I might ask that question, which no one in the world has faced it, right?
Yeah.
So it's not that okay, I'm going to an interview, I'll get the same questions every day. So when I say
Hmm.
this is important for interview, so you
Hmm.
can note it down, you know, then you can later consolidate all the interview questions, because we are going from the start, right? So it will be easy for you, to have all the interview questions in one place. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. So
And it nowadays it's like the theory questions are very few. They
hmm,
mostly ask you the company has so and so issues. What is your solution? Like that
correct,
also interviews are there. So
correct,
I
correct.
have faced when once to get into SAP, I had kind of more than 20 interviews I had attended. Okay, and the last one I could crack it. So I know that it all depends on your luck plus the way
Right,
you
right,
answer
right.
and the way the questions are there. Like very few people, especially 5 years experience, it's fine. They'll ask what is the master data, the general questions. But
Right.
more than 5+ years, the expectation is also high.
Yeah, definitely it will be. So, it depends on the experience. You'll get the different types of questions, and the complexity of the interview will definitely increase, right?
Hmm.
So, fine. Yeah. So, you can just,
Yeah,
define.
I'll note it. Yeah, I'll
Right.
note it down.
So, just methodology is the one interview question. Uh,
Correct.
then, okay. So, let's discuss this quickly. Discover, same, defining the goals. So, uh, prepare. Here we'll, have the project plan. Okay.
Hmm.
Uh, like complete details of the discover phase, including the migration strategy. Migration strategy means the final phase
Oh, okay.
have this one, right? So,
Hmm.
and yeah, so here you'll have that strategies defined. Okay. So realize, oh, yeah. So, sorry, explore.
Explore. Hmm.
Will just like the business blueprint discussions, we'll have a detailed discussion with the business, like what their business line is, what they're manufacturing, what are the products they manufacture, how many FG, how many SFG, how many different production lines, all related to PP and QM. Okay.
Correct. Hmm.
Then we have the realize phase.
Hmm.
So here we start the
Configuration
configuration. Yes, configuration. Um, okay. So, yeah,
and the
so
testing and
everything,
everything.
everything here. So it's everything here. UAT, everything comes here. So there are phases like you develop, or you do the configuration, you test, UT, SIT, UA.
Beauty. Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Uh, User manuals, training
Hmm.
documents, do everything.
Yes.
So deploy is you set up the production system.
Hmm.
Uh, you do all the
Cut over.
cutover, end-to-end training, everything will be completed here. Run is
Go live.
the yeah. So these are the phases in activate methodology. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, okay. So as in the last in yesterday's class, we mentioned we have three different set of data. One is a configuration data, one is a master data, and one is a transactional data.
Correct.
So basically, configuration data is nothing but system we are building as per the business requirement.
Hmm.
So there can be many uh, different cases, like automobile manufacturer has one set of uh, configuration. Then we
Yeah.
have pharmaceutical as one.
Hmm.
Mm, there are many. Okay. So many industries, many business cases. So upon the business uh,
Need.
need, we need to configure the system.
Yeah.
Then what is master data?
Hmm.
So master data is, it is the base, like to get the correct transactional data, you need to
Correct.
set up the master data correct. It is
Hmm.
nothing if we talk about SAP, we have many master datas for modules like FICO, as I told you, right? So we
Hmm.
have cost centers, GL accounts, SD.
Activity type.
Yeah,
Activity type.
yeah.
Yeah.
So for PP, we have
Hmm.
import, bill of material,
Hmm.
routing,
Hmm.
or master recipe, resource or work center, production.
Correct. version.
Yeah. So transactional data is nothing but what the transactions business carry, like creating a production order, doing the production, taking the parts required for the production, and confirming like how many hours we have worked on the particular order. Then finishing the goods and
Whatever we do using the transaction code
right.
is transaction data.
So these three are very important.
Hmm.
Let me just show you where we do the configurations.
Okay.
So SPRO is a transaction
Yeah.
first. So here we have SAP reference IMG,
Yes.
uh, implementing guide, okay, implementation guide. So here, okay, so whenever a project starts, okay, so that's day two. Whenever a project starts, the first step is the configuration, okay. In the
Hmm.
golden client, first step is the configuration. But when you will do the configuration, so we will, as a PP and QM consultant, we will start the configuration once the FICO and
Hmm.
MM activities, initial activities. Here,
Yeah. Code should start. Yeah.
they have to create a company code.
Yeah.
These people should create a plan.
Planned. Hmm.
Then SD, PP, PM,
Hmm.
QM can start. But this is the trick. Okay.
Hmm.
So okay, let's say what is this company code? Let's just discuss on the organizational hierarchy. Just taking one example. This can be, again, as per the business. But let's say what is the organizational hierarchy? Okay. Now, mm, let's take let's take a company called,
XYZ.
okay, uh,
Okay.
any automobile company will take. Okay,
Hmm.
let's take Volkswagen.
Ah.
So this company got, because this is having multiple manufacturing plants across the world, right?
Correct.
So
Hmm.
just we'll discuss about something like that. Okay, so Volkswagen is the company.
Mhm.
We can say company. Yeah. So this company got plant one in, let's say, US,
Mhm.
plant two in okay,
China.
plant three China. Okay, so then plant for India, plant by Europe. So let's take this as an example. Okay,
Okay.
let's say plant five, plant six in Pakistan. Okay,
Okay.
just fine. So now, okay, this is the company code. Okay,
Yeah.
the company code will be created by FICO consultants. Okay,
Correct.
because they have to create company code in SAP.
Huh.
So we'll all in this particular phase, let's take S4 HANA. Okay, in 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 explore phase, just a moment. Yeah. So in explore phase, first we'll start discussing with business. So the FICO consultant will talk to his counterpart, SD will talk to his counterpart, we will talk to our counterparts. So everyone will start discussing one to one with the business. Then
Correct.
parallelly, once individual discussions completed for the day or for 1 week, internally we all as a consultants like SD,
Hmm.
MM, FI, we will be having internal discussions. Okay,
Correct.
we
Hmm.
will discuss about the project.
Hmm.
Okay, we will see, as per the discussions, we'll see what, I mean, we'll have, we need to document it. So we will discuss that. We'll see what are the challenges we are facing, or how smooth is the project. Do we have any complications, right? So
Yeah.
we'll be good. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So upon discussions, now we are ready with the configurations. Okay. So
Okay.
if I CO configure the company code, then this company code plants are created. Now comes the PP. Okay.
Hmm.
So I have a plant of production in US, in Africa, okay, in India, Europe. Okay.
Okay.
I don't have a
Manufacturing plant there.
manufacturing in China and Pakistan.
Pakistan. Huh.
So I don't need to do anything with respect to these plants. This is out of scope for me. Even though the plant
Okay.
is available, but there is no manufacturing facilities.
Suppose there is like China has a lot of cheap labor. So whatever, suppose assembling plant is there, then what happens?
Right, right. So that's what I'm coming to. Let's say Africa plant,
Mm-hmm.
we have a production, but that is an assembly. Okay.
Okay.
So which means the nearest region is Europe. They are going to transfer stock from here to here and they'll assemble here. Assemble,
Okay.
it is a production. We need to create a production order. So when there is a statement that we need to create a production order or a process order, then there is a requirement for PP consultant to make the system ready for the production activities. So
Correct.
we have production here. Now this plant, there is a so what they do, they just trade. Okay.
Mhm.
So for the trading purpose, they need QM. So you don't have a PM activity here, but you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
QM activity here. So you need to work on
Mhm.
quality here.
So this is like, this can be like distribution centers, i- the same concept or what? Like distribution centers is like you produce something, then
Correct.
there would be warehouse there.
Mhm.
So warehouse and maybe quality checks should be done, right? When you're receiving the goods and when you're transferring, I mean, delivering it to the client
Correct,
at
correct.
that time. So QM is coming into picture.
Hmm.
But what I'm trying to say is that's like distribution centers, right?
True, but usually what will happen if you have different countries or different uh, places, they will now let's say this particular plant, okay,
Mm-hmm.
will get the cars directly shipped from here to here,
Yeah,
but they want to see this as a different entity. Okay, they don't
correct. Yeah.
manufacture here, sell here. They want to
Mm-hmm.
procure from here. They want to sell. So there are two.
Yes,
Usually, countries, different countries, they will not, because I want to see the profit and loss. See why SAP? Why do we use SAP? For if I CO business wants their report, like what is the profit, what is the loss,
correct.
so we can see the reports on a company code level. They, this the owner of the company or the CEO is much more interested to see the overall profit for all the plants and as well as the individual plants, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, for reporting purpose, or it is again a business decision how they want to treat the plants. So fine, let's let's say these are a separate plants created. Okay,
Yeah,
then yeah, this is the situation. So we have PP only at four different plants.
regions. Yeah,
Yeah, plants, and here these two plants we don't need to do any production activity because there is no production. It is just they're buying from some country and they're selling. Okay, so they
correct.
MM and SD and FICO mod.
WM.
Yeah, anything. Yeah.
Mhm.
So but this is the hierarchy. So now, even in the same way, the plant maintenance person will also see the same way. Okay, he'll see. Okay,
Mhm.
uh, yeah, QM is independent. So the plant maintenance. So he'll say, okay, um, there is a production facility in here.
Yeah,
they'll say, okay, I want PM here. Okay, but I don't want
Mhm.
PM module here because the in Africa, we have very less number of, we just assemble and we don't need to have a headache of having PM where there is again,
Correct.
we can manage it on our own out of SAP. So on
Hmm.
PM, there is a PP requirement, but there is no PM requirement because they want to do it out of SAP where they
Hmm.
only assemble and they don't want to take, they don't want to.
It into the system. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So here they want PM. So it's not that, okay, we have a production facility, we'll have a PM, uh,
PM. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. It's purely business
Right.
decision.
Right. So this is
Mm.
how business will let us know. And as a consultant, if you are
Mm.
PP and QM consultant, you need to focus only on which plants you have PP, which plants you have QM.
Okay.
Now, let's say this is a pure implementation for 5 or 6 plants or a company at once. Okay.
Correct.
Now let's say in the similar case, now you got a project. Okay. So here business will say first you implement for PL1. Okay.
Huh.
We
Yes.
we have 6 plants, but
Mhm.
you start with PL1.
It's always phase wise only, Vasim. Like what I have seen.
Uh, again, it depends on the project. It depends on
Okay.
the size of the project. If it is small, if it is not Volkswagen, if it is just an XYZ company with some hundred products,
Hmm.
it not invest more time on phase wise process.
Hmm.
So
No, because I mean, one benefit is that if suppose in one plan everything is working fine, then rest would be rollout only, purely rollout.
right, that's what now I'm explaining.
Yeah.
It's again a business decision and how the organization code. Okay, so now PL1 we MMS create. I mean, the requirement is there are 6 plants, but first start with PL1.
PL1. Oh,
Okay, we did the uh, PL1. Okay, we are not much concerned about PM now. Now they'll say, okay, PL1 is successfully go live. There are no issues. Now they'll say, this is a global template. Copy the same configurations to the other plants
correct.
wherever it is,
Not other plans, like four
wherever it,
only, no?
yeah,
Yeah.
wherever it is applicable. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So wherever it is applicable, you just
Copy like
copy
same thing.
paste the configuration.
Mhm.
Okay. There might be some changes, not
Yeah.
just a straight copy paste. The
Hmm.
process flow is a copy paste, but there will be some configurations you need to do.
Yeah.
There will be some configurations you might need to change.
Yes.
So, but all in all,
We don't have to start from scratch.
right,
That's the whole point.
90% is the same. What I mean, the configuration steps or the configurations which you do only just the order types might change. So for US to recognize the order type, you will create US 01. Okay, for Africa,
Oh,
you create AF 01. For India, you'll create IN 01. So it depends on the business again. So all in all, this is a global template you roll out to plants applicable.
yeah.
So this is called a rollout project.
Correct.
Now support project is you after go live, now you are in support mode. They are
Hmm.
working system, they are doing the transactional things, and
Hmm.
you whenever they got stuck, you are helping them. Okay.
Correct.
So yeah, let's go to okay, we discussed